Good morning, Night City! No, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, the 26th of June, on what is going to be a blistering hot week here in Europe. So far, today here in the UK, it's been not too bad, but oh my boys, the rest of the week is not looking good. We have expected temperatures here, what, around 35 to 38 degrees? It's gonna be hot. Some would say scorched. How are you doing, Lillian? Hello, Rose. How are you both doing? I hope you had a great weekend. Actually, we tried to play Dagger Heart in the locale of my local game shop, and it was so hot that we're like, nope. Nope, we cannot do this in here. Now, to be fair, there were 16 Pokemon players in that locale before that filled it up with hot air. So, you know, maybe that is too late. I had to paint my grandma's fence this weekend. Oh my god. I hope you put on enough sunscreen. What is we doing? That's good. That's you gotta make sure to have enough sunscreen in there. Oh, I forgot. Actually, I need to double check here something that we're up and running and all good over on YouTube. I got a little bit distracted because I was watching Flesh and Blood. I was watching the top 8 from Japan. Not that I can understand anything here, but got sunburned in a small spot on my back. I missed. Ooh, the back is always hard to get, right? It's like how do you even, if you have to put on sunscreen yourself, like there's just like some spots that it's just really hard to reach. All right, looks like on YouTube everything is fine. Let's turn this on. Cool. There we go. That's up and running. Let's make sure I have the live feed as well so I can see what's going on over there, just in case. Usually we do have everything combined in one chat, but you never know. Anyway, so why have I been watching this? That will also be rough with this weather. Gonna need a lot of water with me. Yes. I hope you guys have air conditioning. So speaking of nationals, the reason why I'm watching this game, it should be evident if you've seen the thumbnail or the title of the stream. You don't have air conditioning. Oh my god. In that case, it's going to be more a matter of who can take the weather better. I hope it cools down a little bit. Here, it's supposed to cool down a little bit for the weekend. I hope that's going to be the case for you as well. And we still have 1 week here in the UK, right? So, what are we doing today? I'm taking a break for a pound-for-pound challenge after a lot of encouragement from you guys. As I mentioned, I have 2 weeks until Nationals here in the UK. We are on the very last weekend. And for the last few weeks, I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I don't know what I'm going to play. That I'm not going to be prepared for this Nat season. And it's just a write-off. Why am I saying that? Because I have very little time to practice this year. I went with the decision initially that I want to play Arachne Marionette so I don't default to Rhinar. Because every year I go to Nationals, I take Rhinar and it goes predictably bad, right? Because he's a decent hero and some people can make him work. I'm not one of those people. I enjoy him a whole lot, but I just struggle on him. So, in the last few weeks, what we've seen, especially from around US Nationals and this past Nationals, that post-Omens, Arachne just disappeared from the face of the earth. Does that make them a bad hero? I'm not sure, but I feel like enough people have decided that the meta is unfriendly to Arachne that everybody has segued away from them. And if everybody that is good on the hero is segueing away from the hero, then who am I to make it work? But I think at US Nationals, Arachne had the highest representation of all heroes and not a single one made top 8. So that's a loud warning. Ira's a decent pick, I think. Don't know how well you do into Zyggy. Listen, I'll talk about that in a moment. So I tried to go into Marionette with the idea to play a good deck, and that didn't pan out. So what was my fallback plan? Rhinar. And the deck that Sigma built is actually been doing pretty well. And actually we can segue in this right now. So there's a tracker here, which is, this is a Nationals tracker. Can I actually make this a bit bigger? Let me make this a bit more readable. I don't know who made this. I found this on Blue Sky, and I can't find the original source anymore. When is Nats like this week? No, the weekend after Steelfire. How you doing? How you doing? So this is a tracker of Nationals, right? We have the first places here, second place, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, fifth, eighth. Now the deck that was built by Sigma for Reiner is actually doing pretty well. You can see Reiner came in second in Vietnam, and there's another Reiner in top 8 as well here. We also have a Reiner, I think there's one more. Here, another top 8 in Bulgaria. So I feel like if you can play Reiner well, this is probably not a terrible meta for him at the moment. Obviously, that is with Victor still around. So until my Nationals rolls around in 2 weeks, who knows what is going to change. The symbol is missing the size of the event, though. That is good feedback. That is true. We don't have that information. I want to know what happened in Lithuania. I could Tekla win and Huntsman second is something that... yeah. I mean, the whole top 8, like Tekla Vossen, Arachne, Huntsman, Riptide, Akatsu, looks great. Looks fun. So, when I looked at this, so over the weekend, I saw already Ira was doing well. Ira was in the finals in Japan. And I was like, okay, you know what, let's not overreact. Because Japan has been traditionally a region where they love Ira. So you see a lot of Ira representation. But then, as the weekend drew to a close, Ira won Bulgaria. Alright, so my interest is peaked. And I actually thought Ira was somewhere else as well, but I think I imagined that. So then I made the decision, okay, so I need to find a deck to play. And I have realistic options in Ira, Reiner, and Marionette. Marionette doesn't seem like a good pick. Do we have any in these top 8 anywhere here? Not a single one. Unless I am missing it, but I can't see a single one. Dory as well, yeah, and a lot of warriors there. 2 Kasais as well, right? I think Kasai is in a very good spot as well. If you look at this table, there's a lot of Kasais in here. Yeah, so a lot of Marios out there, and none of them are making it. So, okay, Mario, I feel like... if I was very well versed on the hero, if I had a lot of reps... Actually, let me point this out. If I played Mario really, really well, I had years of reps on them, then maybe I'd go for it. But I don't have that. So it's a difficult deck to play. I have no practice. It doesn't make any sense for me. So then go, okay, let's fall back on Reiner. Now, Reiner is, as I said, what we see from like this first week of Real Nationals is in an okay spot. However, I just can't play Reiner well. He needs a level of discipline and planning that I can't exhibit for whatever reason. So, could I learn that eventually? Maybe. Maybe. Right? But I have 2 weeks. Am I going to be able to learn that in 2 weeks? No. Where's are the new Kanos? They can't draft? Maybe. The maybes are on, maybe. As if this goes on, we may get Bond back. Oh, please no. Please no. Right, so then I thought, what about Ira? Ira is a hero I've played a lot. Ira is a hero that I like. Ira is, comparatively to the other options that I have, a simple deck to play, especially because it looks like the deck that is being played at the moment is just Boomer Ira. So it's mid-rangey, block a little bit, send some big turns with dual threat, send a Kodachi for 1, CNC for 7. Hey, Al, how you doing? Plonk and Scowling in 1. So, this is my plan A at the moment. However, we have not seen any heroes reach Living Legend yet. And next weekend we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 nationals. And I don't know at the moment how many points we need for Victor to go. But Victor already got roughly 47.5 points this season so far. And that probably puts him about 2 wins away from reaching Living Legend. And who knows what happens then. That's my theory as well, Lilian. That's my theory as well. Because we have some 25 pointers in there. Right, so we have Hong Kong, we have Taiwan. So yeah, most likely. Now, will something else go? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. But Victor is not going to be around anymore. I don't know how that's going to impact my nationals. It is what it is, right? So thinking about the matchup spreads then. I think Ira has a decent matchup spread into the current field. Now, obviously, there's a few things which are not very good. Let me, again, make this a bit bigger so you can see. I think Auxilio is hard. I think it can be won, but it's really hard. Zyggy, you mentioned Zyggy earlier on. My sample size is pretty small, but I don't have any issues into Zyggy. I have enough 6s if they have any Phantasm cards, and otherwise I have a lot of defense reactions where I just block for 4 and then go wide. It's really not that bad. No, I do take it with a grain of salt, Lilian. I do, but it's the best data that I have. So Gravy is a good matchup, and Gravy is out there. Jarl could replace Victor as the best Guardian once he's gone, so that's good. I think probably one of the bigger issues, it's interesting that Dash.io has a 41%er, because I always felt like Ira is doing quite well into Dash.io. But I guess it depends what kind of Ira you're playing. I think historically, I mean, you just block her out. I think one of the things that I'm worried about is Dorinthia. And I think Warriors are on the up and up, and this is a problem. So Dorinthia is a problem, Kasai is a problem. I think those are probably some of my worst matchups. Also, I feel like a lot of people are picking up Cindra right now, and that is problematic as well. So is it good into the broad field? No, but I think all in all, it's not bad. Graves is a free mask trick if they have allies out. Yes. Black Belt, how are you? I can see Prism go as well. Yeah, it could be possible. Or even Dash.io. I'm just sad Victor didn't win US Nats. It's one of the hardest matchups for Dory, and if he's gone, I would have better chance. Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting that. So if we go here as well, all right, so let's pick Ira here. And we go into matchup spread, and we use paper. If I look at the spread here, right? So yes, you have bad matchups, but I think Teklavos is an outlier. Huntsman could happen outliner. I think we're not going to see a lot of Arachnes slip through the cracks either. Pleiades is a no. Auxilio, we'll see. Arachne, maybe he makes a bounce back. Bang, we'll see a few, but not that much. Max, nope. Victor will be gone. Kasai is a problem. I don't think we'll see a lot of Hala or Tough Nut. Maybe some. I'm doing much better. I was feeling so rough again after Dagger got home, slept for 10 hours. You looked like you needed some rest, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. Not seen that deck since Bond's ban. Slippy, yeah. So if you look at this, right? So there's a lot of green up here where she's doing well. She's also doing reasonably well into Fi, Reinar. So I think Betsy is, well, obviously like the sample size is 1 game, right? But I think Betsy is something I need to have on the radar. Gravy, obviously, I already talked about. Marlin is going to be out there as well. I think she is a decent pick, especially when we compare it to... If you look at the green and yellow on this list, right? And then the red at the bottom. And I look at it for my other option, which is Reinar. You look at the same here. There is a lot more red here. Like, you see, like, the green shrinks a lot. So I think if I have to make a determination now between Ira and Reinar, Ira makes more sense, but I fully understand it's not the best choice I could make. It's I think with the time that I've been given, where I am in the season, with the reps that I have on heroes, I think for me right now this is probably one of the better choices. Saying nice things about Kasai and other words, so I have been summoned. Is it? I didn't want to tag you, but you should go check out one of my posts on Blue Sky and read one of the comments from Saturday or for Saturday. Anyway, now what deck did I try out? Hey, I will open a pack black belt. Let me know what you want. So, what deck am I looking at to play at the moment? This is Bulgaria's Nationals winner. And as I said, looking at this, there is no big surprises in this deck, to be honest. Like, this is Boomer Ira. This is really... There's nothing spicy or new in here. Omens. We'll do that in a second. Just let me finish my thoughts here, black belt. I think the one that will raise some eyebrows is Cutting Retort. I really like this. Obviously, I'm just reflecting back what I read on the Purple Discord, but what does this do? It destroys aura tokens with different names. And that is really freaking good right now. Because if we look at what they are, right, so let's sort here by rarity token, and then we say search aura. Right, so a lot of heroes create agility right now. Bloodrocks, if Arachne comes bad, Bloodrot could be a thing. Confidence is a thing. Courage is a thing. Embodiment of Lightning is very much a thing right now. Frailty can destroy a Fang stay if you get rid of that. Frailty is relevant. Frostbite is relevant, however, I wonder if you ever get a chance to actually destroy these, or if it actually doesn't matter. Because you get them and then they trigger when you play a card. So I don't think this matters, not the way it resolves. Fang has tech to keep Felty safe. Is that if you guys would have an account on Blue Sky, I would have tagged you. You don't. Inertia could be relevant. Might is relevant. Ponder is very, very relevant right now. Especially in one of the worst matchups, which is Auxilio. Quicken, semi-relevant. Seismic Search is relevant. Spectral Shield is very relevant. Toughness could be relevant. Vigor, yes. So, when you look at all these aura tokens that we have, I think Cutting Retort is a really good inclusion in this kind of mid-rangey deck. Especially if you don't have that much disruption. And a lot of these auras, like the decks that play them, they rely on them, right? These Ponders, these Frailties, these Vigors, like Courage if you think about Boltyn. So this is a great inclusion. I really like that. Question is, would they bring that into you? When they could bring Kabuto instead? Oh, the tech is the headpiece. I would add 3 Ripple Away if you have them. The problem with Ripple Away is it doesn't support the Kodachi plan, right? I do have Ripple Aways. But I think Ripple Away is a 2 cost, right? And my whole blue base is 0 cost to enable the go again on the Kodachis. But I like the idea. Let me put this into a maybe so I can try it out. It's a good input. New deck incoming. What are you playing today? What really hurts this deck is what is the new warrior card that makes you discard a card when you attack with a weapon? Blinken? Linson? I think this is worth a consideration. You're right, Lilian. Blunton. Yeah, Blunton is rough. Oh, Zyggy, nice, black belt. Is that CC? So, again, like, this is a very mid-rangey plan. Now, one of the worries that what I actually worry about is into Dorinthia. But this player here, at the Japanese Nationals, actually beat that deck. Now, the question is, I watched this, and I think towards the end of the game, the Dorinthia player was getting tilted. I feel like they didn't play to their best once they entered like 15 life. I felt like they had kind of given up. Now, I may be reading too much into it. Ooh, let me know how it goes, black belt. Now, again, but I do think this is, for me, traditionally, this has been a very hard matchup, and I need to rewatch this a couple of times before I play. Now, can you help me, guys? What is this arm piece here? What are they playing? This Ira player, and why are they not playing Tiger Stripe Shuko? I mean, in 90% of the cases, this is just a 2-block, right? I very, very rarely get to trigger the life here. There's a hard matchup that can how many directs you have. If you want to play 3, it's hard. Yeah, I play 3, right? I have Flick Flax, I have Sink Belows. Wait, do I only have 2 in this deck? No, Shelter from the Storm as well, of course. What was amazing on this Dorinthia player actually had 2 counters on Dawnblade, and once the Ira player, I think this is where it turned. When the Ira player was able to remove these 2 counters, the Dorinthia player kind of gave up. That equipment prevent a flick for free. Oh. Right. Oh, let me like this. Interesting. Do you think it's worth? Gloves of the Astral Sanctuary. Thank you. Gloves of the Ancestral Sanctuary. Oh, by the way, now that I have your if you have your attention, is it? Wait, what? Oh, Astral. Maybe if I bring this deck, is there a possibility of borrowing 3 Weakest Link? Because I don't think I have them. And since you won't be needing them, good tech to deal with Mario. Yeah, but do you need to deal with Mario right now? Any will do. But yeah. Right, so I think I watched this game here, right? It doesn't deviate much from what I have here. Now, what we have in the maybe what they were playing. No, actually, one of the cards that they were playing in that deck is what I was playing in my P4P deck. So one card that I'm not playing in, well, I'm not testing right now, is Pain in the Backside. This deck did pretty well for me when we were playing the challenge. actually quickly want to see, bear with me here. If I compare with other decks. Alright, let's have a quick look here and compare across decks. What are the differences? Alright, so Mask of the Swarming Club. I think you need to bring AB3. I think if you don't bring a Arcane Barrier, with so many Auxilios swimming around right now, you just die. Oh, thanks, Scott. Hey, Scott, how you doing? I may, Hugh. I may. I've been testing it on the weekend, and it's probably giving me the best chance of doing something decent. You have 9 directs, so doors should be pretty easy. The thing is, I need, I need to play well. No, Scott, it's all good. Tearing Shukos. Wait, okay, Tearing Shukos, fine. Tide Flippers makes sense. I need the AB. And then again, the Tiger Stripe Shuko, right? And the difference is Cutting Retort. I think, as I just explained, that is a good inclusion. Humble. Humble is a good card too, but it's a 2-block. And then instead this brings in Oasis. I do feel like, again, if you want to be able to win against Auxilio, you need this. Oh, hey, thank you for the resubscription, Dirk. Thank you. Down in the heat. Scott, it's going to get a lot worse. Please don't be dying just yet, or don't die at all. But yeah, it's going to get worse, mate. I'm going to be streaming in a tank top tomorrow. Sirens of the Safe Harbor, I feel like that's a good exclusion. Upsinks and Run. So I think the deck that I was playing before has a bit more play with like sneaky reactions. It's not too different. It's very similar in ratios as well. I don't think... I'm looking at Remembrance here. I don't think you need Remembrance. Go for it. I have been wearing one to work for the last few days. Yeah, it's gonna get like 38 degrees in the UK this week. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. The UK is not built for temperatures like this. I have actually bought like a cooling vest for Fitz. And if you hear like a humming in the background, that's because the fan is on. All right, this pack is for Black Belt. Let's do pack 1, pick 1 here. I drafted for the first time this weekend. It was a draft. Conflux, seeing Flow Stride, Nebula Duality. Simon Nielsen is really high on these Nebula Dualities, or Dualities in general. Shattering Flow Tide. Okay, 0 for 5. Death through Starlight, Astral Assault, Thunderous Report. I think people are very split on how important equipment is. I ended up on 2. I think I passed priority on those a bit too much. I should have at least one more. Is Remembrance only played when you're on Fatigue Iris or late to the party? Yeah, absolutely, Dirk, yeah. Prophetic Quickstep, Arc, Ramp. Amp 3, you may destroy lightning flow you control. If you do this, this gets go again. I heard that the rares are really good, so I will likely pick this. I played Auxilio in the draft. I've never played Auxilio. It was pretty fun, I have to say. Bolt, Bound, Duality, and then 2 tokens. What would you guys go for pack 1, pick 1 here? Would you pick anything else? I mean, 4 arcane damage is pretty good. And it's a 3-block as well. I feel like... I don't know if I want to pick something that isn't natural go again. First pick for Aurora. 5 attack Zyggy card that makes flow. Tap Lessons. Tap Lessons. Tap Lessons is good, yeah. And then the other one that you said was... wait, where was it? Shattering Flow Type. Yeah, this is good. I think one thing that I did lack in my draft was Lightning Flow Generation. That's something definitely that I noticed that I didn't have enough of. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, Claw, how are you? Welcome back after a long time. All right, let's dive into some games. I've been already playing this a little bit here. I've got a 56 win percentage on the deck. I played into Marionette, which I won, surprisingly. I lost against Orinthia, as is tradition. I lose to Warriors. Jarl, I won. They conceded immediately. This doesn't matter, but I think Jarl is quite a good matchup for me. Then I played 3 Azilios. I won 1 and I lost 2, which is pretty much where the win percentage for this hero is. You don't need a lot in Zyggy. I use it to stop damage most of the time and then 1 or 2 twice at the end of the games. Alright, good. I'm doing well, Claw, yeah. I'm sweating, but I'm trying to keep it... I'm trying not to complain because it's going to get a lot hotter this week. And then Zyggy Starlight, as I said, I played 2 games. I won 2 games. Right. Let's dive into the first game. And listen, if you guys have any comments on deck composition, anything that you would add or remove, then let me know. I'm open to any feedback. All right, so we get a chance number 3. The first game I did without Arcane Barrier. I felt like that was not a good idea. I'm gonna put in Tide Flippers so I have the option. I'm gonna bring Cutting Retort, that worked pretty well. And the weakest link, it could be irrelevant. I don't think they have that many 0 blocks, but they do have a few auras. Otherwise, we leave it the same. They have left. Oh no. Come on. Oh. 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 They have a ton of 0 blocks. Yeah, they do have some, right? Oh, okay. Right. So. Lumina. Alright, I think I'm bringing the Cutting Retort again. This could be irrelevant in this matchup. I want to say that the weakest link is not that relevant. What do we bring here? This is a warrior, right? This is my kryptonite. This may be a Boltyn main. Good luck. I need it. I mean, the name says main. Oh, wait. Hold up. I forgot. We already aired the last episode of A Pound of Flesh last week. Sorry about that. Maybe some more aggro with looking for a scrap. And I like the thought of looking for a scrap to know what they have in their hand. I loved Leyline in an era long ago. I haven't seen it. I'm not sure how I would play it. Alright. It was so good, you lucky. Right, let's see. Let's see. Cute when the shurikens, but not very powerful. Ah, the ley line. So 3. When this hits, if a yellow card was charged this way, this gets go again. Did they charge a yellow card? They did. Okay. Let's block for 6 here. I need to block. I know it pushes up on 1, which triggers their ability. They have no tokens at the moment. Right. So how do I win this game? Either I could try and survive their onslaught, or I could try and go a bit more aggressive. I think in this turn, what I'll try and preserve is a dual threat and then try and build up to a big turn. When you have 0 on Sat and 4 last Monday. Black Belt, you know what? I would expect nothing else from you. This is actually a pretty good turn. This is a pretty good turn. 5. And we can already play the duality here. We only need 1 more resource for the Kodachi and then we can play into Cutting Retort. I mean, it doesn't do its thing. But why would I sit on a dual threat here when I actually... The issue that I often have with dual threat is that I don't have the first attack with go again. Sage plays. So for Sage, if I don't make the... Well, so here's the thing. Like, so far at Nationals every year, I just played every single round. Because I was like, I want to know what person I am in the UK. And if I reach like 40th, I'm the 40th best player in the UK, right? Let's ignore all the problems with, how I measure that. But I think this year, if I don't do well to start, I will actually drop for day 2 and do the World Championship qualifier. And then I'm wondering what I should play as Silver Age deck. At the moment, I am thinking I will play Bravo. I was playing Blaze, which was a lot of fun. But again, I'm not going to have tons of time to prep. And in that situation, I think I like my chances on Bravo better because it's just a bit of a simpler deck. Flattering Showman, yes. Basically the deck that won the showdown in the US Nationals, right? Alright, we got him down to 24. A good hand for them to take this much damage. Yeah. It seems like they're very reluctant to them. If it's the yellow card structure, this gets +1. Alright, so they have go again anyway on this. Lumina. Lumina. I want to attack back here, so I'm going to take some damage. Because my equipment doesn't really block well. I wonder what this last card in hand is. My plan is Kodachi... Oh wait, my plan doesn't work. I was going to Kodachi cut through E-Strike, but of course that doesn't work. Right, so if we... so it's 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11 damage so far. Yeah, I think at the moment I want to keep this. And we see what their last card here is. Ooh, Beacons of Victory. Okay, 5. I still don't understand what this hero does, so... Okay, so we're down 25 to 28. If this is an aggro game, then we're gonna go aggro. If they let my Kodachis hit, then I could potentially trigger Mask Momentum. Let's play Cut Through. That may make them block here on the 5 with 2 cards. No. Okay. So do I do E-Strike go again, draw cards, or Kodachi E-Strike for 7? So it feels like a race, so I think I want to just push the gas. Yeah, you're right. Go again. There's a Mask Momentum trigger here. Yeah, okay, okay, let's... In the future, I'm gonna have to revert back to making sure it's Kodachi attack. Yeah, sure. We can do that tomorrow. That works for me. Alright, it's 1828. Yeah, but it looked like they weren't gonna block, right? So, let's remind ourselves what this... As additional cost to play V of the Vanguard, you may charge your hero soul any number of times. A taxi controller's commander gets +1 for each light card you charge this way. What do we want to do? So, what does my turn look like? My turn likely looks like Kodachi, Cut Through, because I can only let one Kodachi hit into Censor. So I can block with 1 card. That would be 4, 5, 7. 7 plus 5 is 14 damage. So how do they... So this is one weapon attack. Could I give it go again? So how would they give it go? How would they attack again here with this? I wanna... You know what? If they had Lumina, okay. Actually, I'm not dead. How about I arsenal a card? Or I could do a sneaky thing with Rowdy Locals. I don't like how it pumps it when I block here, right? This pumps it to 6 then. Is it better to arsenal a card and then come back with 5 card hand next turn? You're saying block 3. Okay. Hello, Snatch. Snatch for 5. Okay, you know what? That's a huge investment to do that. But they're clearly smart enough not to let Mask hit. Then I become Pulse available, and Tiger Stripe Shuko is only there for blocking anyway. I think I'll do this. Right, okay. There we go. How is everybody else's preparation for Nationals going? Everyone locked in? Or did you already have your Nationals? And if yes, how did it go? Okay, the order doesn't really matter here. They've let it hit, so the cut-through is coming for 4 and has go again. I really like the center in this, and I think what we probably have to do, just call the highest impact card, which would be Lumina. That could really mess up my day. They've only played 1 so far, and they're blocking to make sure that doesn't happen. I would do Dagger first most of the time, keeps more info hidden. That's a good point. Right. We have a Blessing of Aegis. When this card is put into this game, 1 life. At the start of your turn, put this into your soul. Are they just passing here? They are. I love that for me. What I don't love is that I can't actually utilize my full hand. I'm gonna have a dead card in hand. But because it... Do I think I take the line with more damage. So Kodachi into Command and Conquer for 6. Actually, wait, hold on. I could... If I want to push hard here, I could do Kodachi, Pouncing Paws, Aspect, Kodachi, Command and Conquer, Arsenal Flick Flack. It presents a little bit more damage. Hey Schmutzli, how are you doing? Thanks, Leanne. Have a good evening. I got 72nd in the US Nationals. So the season was basically here and gone immediately. Well, are you happy with that result, Jim? I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. How are the temperatures in Switzerland today? I think I'm going to push for this extra damage here. It lets me utilize my hand much better than if I don't do this. Oh, wait. No, I misread that. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I misread that. This is not the card I was thinking of. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's not... I was thinking of the other blue. Alright, we'll do Command and Conquer for 6 here. Which should ask some questions of them. They have no soul at the moment, which is good for me. Yeah, exactly, pouncing. Exactly, Beat. Yeah, thanks. Dude, I'm high? Yeah, right. Dude, it's gonna be 38 degrees Celsius here in the UK this week. I don't know how my dog is gonna survive it. I was just under the top tables all weekend. I got Giga Hyrule by Mario, so I was sure it wouldn't exist. The thing is, they were there. They just weren't at the top tables. What were you on, Jim? Ah, no. All right, Bolt of Courage. 34 to 35 today got me built around a bit and can now control my AC from my Steam Deck. Nice. Max, dude, that's awesome. Do you talk to Jack Pauly at all? Alright, so this is for 3. If this hits, draw cards. Well, this is for 3, so if I block with a sink below here, we should be fine. So it's going to melt at RR, and the Archon at Sea will be on full blast. Yeah, people needing to work. I have my sympathy. What do we do here? I think I want to sink a card because I want to have something with a bit more impact. I like this sound the alarm. I can make this work, but let's see if we can get something better. I like that. But they have no arsenal. Max Court. Yeah, he's a local of mine. He's such a cool dude. He plays on my locals. I remember like when Jack showed up for the first few times and he played Max, and you're basically playing into him. It was like, ooh, when is mech coming? When is mech coming? When is mech coming? Well, Max, like Paul didn't have mech for like half a year. All right, let's do Kodachi for 1. Now the question is, Kodachi for 2. Do I play Sound the Alarm to get information what they have in their hand? Or do I play Command and Conquer that is 1 more damage? I think I'm gonna play the Sound the Alarm to see what they have in their hand. Okay, Roaring Beam, Battlefield Beacon, and a Bolt of Courage. Okay, that's good information. As Bossman has sympathy and lets us have a day off. Woo. Search. Yeah, let's get a defense reaction in here. Shelter, sorry, a sink below in case we need to fix the hand. Seven. How many people were playing US Nats? It was like 600 or something, right? So getting like 72nd is really good. It's really good. Okay. All right. So they have nothing. So they just pass back to me. I think they're waiting for the next Lumina. 506-ish? Dude, that's so many people. All red hand. Kodachi, E-Strike, Snatch. I wish I still had my mask, but I think it was a good block on their Snatch. I absolutely demolished in draft. Would you have any tips for me? Like any beginner tips? I will maybe get 1 more draft in, but it's highly unlikely. So I'm just resigning to myself that I'll go 1 and 2, but, you know, we'll see what we can do with that. American, you need 3 or 4 to have a good deck. Okay. How early would you pick it? Like, it's not pack 1, pick 1. Would you prioritize, like, maybe pack 1, pick 3, pick 4? Or is it too early or too late? Alright, so we have an E-Strike here for 5. Now, they're letting this hit, which means on my next attack, I have lethal. It feels like they have a good hand here. I'm really glad that I have a Flick-Flack in my arsenal. I just pitched 2 defense reactions, which I don't think. I'm going by pick 4 every single time. That important, huh? If you had somebody who was pretty bad / new to the draft, the Omens draft, which hero would you recommend they pick, as in it's more simple to play than some of the others? So we're blocking this for 4. It has go again, of course, because they already gave it +1. But this now blocks for 5. Oh, there's a Lumina. Okay, we're okay. This is not bad. I have another shelter, so that's another turn blocked out. I think we may have this. I think there's a lot that needs to go wrong here. Let's not, you know, lean out the window too far, but Aurora's a bit straightforward. Aurora, Ziggy, Zillion is ending or difficulty. Okay. Thanks, that Mima, Veets, and Jim. And what do you think I should be looking oh, wait, I did it the wrong way around. Okay, that's a mistake. I needed to block with this first. Okay. Okay. But did I play double Lumina? No. Oh, they had a... They had a flurry, that's why. So I found people have too much prevention effects, but if you have a good draft, you can get there. Okay. Stay open with lightning unless you see some class-specific bombs. Okay. That is really good intel, thank you. Maximum 2 class gloves. Okay. Aurora definitely easiest to start. What are you looking for? Just natural go again, right? Is that correct? So the question now is, can I survive the next turn? That is really the challenge here. We saw 2 Luminas. It went pretty well until the last turn. That was pretty damn good for them. Thank God I have sound the alarm and I can see their hands. Okay, so this lets them bring out the other Lumina, right? You charge this turn, search your deck for an action card with cost X. No, is it an action card? It is. So we're gonna face the 3rd Lumina here. They have no charger. Okay. But you know, putting a defense reaction in the hand so to put it in park it in arsenal here is pretty good. Either way. Ooh, I have no... Right, we're just gonna play this end. Oh, I could play one cutting retorts to destroy courage. Ooh. Sound the alarm is great. I really like the card. Use Tiger here. Yeah. Yeah, let's use it here actually, because I'm getting a +1 as well, so we're going for 2. If they let this hit, it's almost lethal. I really like cutting retorts. Now, do I use this sink below to get rid of one of these courages? Or do we use it as defense reaction? What do you think? Is it worth to sacrifice an arsenal to get rid of 1 courage? It also gives me 1 damage. I'll do it. That is basically 2 value swing for 1 cost. No, because it's a 4 block. It doesn't really work that way. Oh, Spirit. Oh, hello. Oh, do we have a blue? Yes, we do. All right. I think this may be... Oh, I should have waited 1 more turn for for the boots. Alright, that's fine. I don't need this blue. Lucky that this is when the Boltyn came out. I hope there's not more. I think this should be game here. I don't think they can block enough with the rest of their hand. One courage is enough to enable Boltyn hero ability. Round of applause for opponent. So it's a 2 value trade. This close to lethal 2 value may be enough. Yeah, but I could have put it into Arsenal to block for 4, right? And especially how their cards work, where like you get more value out of defense reactions because they don't trigger the +1 of the hero ability. So I'm wondering if it would be better to not do that. Because it's online anyway. And what I basically do is, so if you look at it, I think it was a bad trade. Because what I did was, I traded 2 value, 1 courage, and 1 damage for a defense reaction. What was it? It was a defense reaction, right? So, because this is 4 block, then basically I wasted 2 value. Almost 2 turns ago? Ah, well. Fair. 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 It worked out. It worked out. It worked out. I think a big piece to the puzzle in this game was the first turn, where they took all the damage, where it could go Kodachi, forget the card's name, Bearing Thorns, Dual Threat, Kodachi, Covering a Retort. And I think them taking basically all of that damage, that let me keep up with their damage output, which then put me in a position to win the game. I think this was a key turn. I wish I had the Mask of Momentum later in the game. So I'm wondering if the block was too early on it, but I used the equipment to block 4 damage, 5 damage, plus a card draw. So if you look at it that way, it's anywhere between 5 to 8, 9 value. I think it's okay. It's probably better than the alternative. Pitching into Cutting Retort was definitely wrong. You played a 2-card 6 instead of 2-card 8. Okay. Thanks, Fossil. Yeah. Yeah, it felt wrong. I should have done the math better. Alright. Game number 1 done. I don't expect to see a lot of Boltyns. I think you need to be... I think it's one of those decks that you need to be prepared for, especially if you're not at the top tables. So me. Because it's a hero that people have passion for, right? So you're gonna have the odd Boltyn out there. Who needs math? Dude, people that play this game. Guys, can I confess my newest addiction? This is not Flesh and Blood related, but my newest addiction, and I am addicted. Massive through blockers. Okay, so this went wrong last time. Let me go second. I will tell you in a second. So we need all the defense reactions. I need to sound the alarm. And then I think maybe going a bit more aggressive, looking for a scrap. And then just a 3 block, honestly. Weakest Link is not going to do anything. They don't care about Erase Face. What's this? Oasis can play it off Tunic? Yeah, but it could be really awkward. Let me bring 1. Let me bring 1 and see how that goes. No, my newest obsession... Oh, they left. Never mind. My newest obsession, aside from Daggerheart, is Netrunner. I am obsessed with that game. Like, I know people have been raving about it. And you know a game is good when there's a whole community, like, keeping the game alive with, like, new cards and new art. And, you know, it's like, man, that game is good. Alright, so how do I sideboard here? I think the Fealties could be important for some of her bigger turns. And we'll bring the Erase Face. The Weakest Link is not relevant. I don't want to go aggressive. Now, this is very difficult. Like, I keep playing against my partner in Netrunner, and I keep losing, and I keep enjoying it. And this is like... I am actually deck building. I never deck build. I net deck everything, and this is a game like I sit down and go like... Ooh. That wasn't enough resources. Let me do this. That wasn't enough tap. Let me do that. Is this discard? This is discards. Right, so what is the key here? Try and keep up with damage. But them being able to go first is hard. I do have to go again. But I think I want to keep the dual threat in Arsenal here. They're probably going to block everything out. But I want to keep the dual threat to try and have a big turn. Could you 3 sure gamblers in every deck? I don't have any sure gamblers. Alright, they blocked that out. They have one... They let one leak. I think Cindra is in a decent spot right now. Meta-wise. She feels like an option if you want to go to Nationals with it. Alright, 3. So let's remember Mask Momentum is a thing. I'd love not to have to block on this. Wait, what? Oh, they're gonna flick. They're gonna flick and it's gonna come alive. They're trying to taunt me into blocking for 3 here. I'd love to play a dual threat turn, but then I need to let Mask Momentum hit. It was a resource card for Netrunner. Thanks for those on... Oh, right. I don't know the deck names, the card names. Yeah, but I'm not running runner. I'm corpo. I'm dirty corpo. Right, so this is... That will trigger mask. But they have no go again. It's better than giving them... I'm taking way too much damage here. But I can send a big hand on this. But if I'm gonna take this, because I can't utilize the mask trigger anyway. I took 14 damage this turn. How? Yeah, first tenant. Cut through, yeah. Damn it. Damn, that was too much. That was not the way. I'm assuming Kodachi is always going to hit. Right, dual threat. I don't think... I should have done the math on how low we'll get them on this one before I committed to not blocking. Instead of just vibing. Easter egg for 10 is not bad. To 26. Alright, we need to start blocking some here. Alright, Shelter is a good card. It's not a hand that wants to block. It's not a hand that wants to block. What I want to do is Kodachi, Bittering Thorns, E-Strike. Can I keep racing this? I don't think that will end in happiness. What are they trying to do? They've reverted to exactly the same spot twice now. I don't think Ninja has a hand that wants to block coming from a Ninja main. Have you played this hero? So how many... They've got 2 chain links. If this hits, I will try my luck here. Alright. I will try my luck here. I think this is good shelter. This is a good shelter. That will block this. Oh, come on. No, that resolves first. Oh. What? Bad. I should have waited. You main Ira and Cindra? You don't main anything. I don't want them to get a mask trigger. Is it worth sacrificing my mask for this? That's a high commitment for this one here. But it's up their turn. Let's see if it pays off. So now I need to Kodachi E-Strike for 7. I don't think I can keep up with this damage. You can't wait, you have to discard the shelter in the block step. Yeah. But I don't think you could have avoided the sequencing advice, right? Maybe in damage step after first. Yeah, there, as Marvin said. Yeah. Is this the right way to do things? I think what I'm gonna do here is E-Strike, draw a card. And hope that it's something good. That is fine. I could potentially present lethal here. But also they have a 5-card hand. Okay. Hold on. We can Kodachi, cut through. Dual threats. 1 cost so far. Kodachi. Sensor. So we don't need the shelter. So we can actually try and prevent the mask momentum trigger here. Y'all are like 2 ships passing in the night, not interacting with each other at all. Hey, I blocked, okay? I blocked. Hey, what are you talking about? So, 16 life. They need the resource, it seems. They probably have 2 mask triggers here. I don't think I can prevent them both. This sucks. So I can prevent this, but then it's on the next one. Alright, I can't prevent the mask from triggering. But this prevents 4 damage if I block here. Alright, let's block here. They're gonna flick and keep the alive, and then they're gonna draw a card. They could probably still... Yeah, Death Dragon Scale is life. They could very well present lethal here. Oh, what hero are you playing into it, Claw? Wow. Which version were you playing into? Basically the Guardian? Gravy. Oh, okay. I feel like I've been winning pretty consistently on Ira. Aura 1. Okay. Yeah, Ira seems to be doing decently well into him. So the question here is, what do they have in their hands? I don't want to block again. How much damage am I presenting? 1, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 8 plus 7 plus 8. 17, which gets them to block, but then they still have plenty of cards after that. Welcome back to the game, Claw. Oh no. Are you kidding me? No. This messes up my whole plan. Ugh. Well, now I'm dead. Yeah, that messes up the whole... Okay, so we can take this. But this is perfect. Yeah, I have Tiger, but it costs me 5... It costs me 4 damage. It costs me 4 damage, guys. It's a huge difference at this point. It's huge. I think it's not the end of the world, but it could very well make the difference. Do you think the way that I played this is generally right? Or did I take too much damage? I feel like if I'm trying to slow this game down, that isn't going to lead to happiness. Can I just say, great team behind Talishar. They fix like most of the lag. Really good, really good. What did I use Shelter on? I used it to block pain in the backside. You just need to make a good call on sensor. What am I calling? What's a good call? Of course, but if you sheltered the kunai, they wouldn't have had the resources to do this. Yeah. Dude, what are you doing? What? Oh, they forgot to buy back. Okay. Alright. Gadachi for 1. I think if I had this turn 1 turn earlier, wouldn't that be nice? Whenever you sit opposite an Ira like me, and you see them breaking the boots, you know what's coming. There's like really not much other like good opportunities to break it. At least it's lethal. But 4 is so easy for them. So what do I call here? First enemy first strike would be good. Cut through could be good. This is actually not the kind of deck that I'm used to seeing from them. Ah, they're blocking it out. Ooh, are they blocking for A tier? Oh, no Rabble. Yeah. Which is an easy 0 for 4, right? Especially because it seems to be very redline, this deck. We haven't seen a single blue yet. This Headlong, that's a good one. That's a good one too. But if we can call some... But Blaze Headlong is not a combat chain starter, right? Also, they're thinking about blocking it out. So the thing is, if I call Blaze Headlong, it doesn't matter up that turn, but if I call the cards that they wanted to start a turn with, that could make it so that they can't play the Blaze Headlong. It's a good option, Marvin. Marvexen? Draconic is important for dagger, but that is very true as well. I think I want to try Rebel. Marvin is fine? Okay. Alright, I'm going to try this. I mean, dude, it could be wrong, it could be right, right? Oath is a good one as well, yeah. Oh, all 2-block friends. I am so super dead. I am ultra dead. 3 2-blocks. No blues. Giga dead.
I'm in danger.
Blaze Headlong was a good call, Marvin. Blaze Headlong was a good call. It's a good call. Dead. GG. I think it's a hard matchup. It's... With the right call here, I could have taken 4 damage away from this turn. But with the 2 blocks, I'm still in a very rough position. The next hand is, I think... Yeah... I needed to see a defense reaction or 2 more. I think the overall plan is probably still the right one to try and win it. If I try to drag out the game, it's not going to help me. Now, the question is, do you remember if I sideboarded in looking for a scrap? I feel like I should have sideboarded that in. With the plan that I had, this should have been in the deck. Wait, actually I can check. I can check. I didn't. Because I took Cutting Retort instead. I think I should cut Cutting Retort if I play like this aggressive plan and then bring in Looking for Scrap instead. They got some 2 blocks to decrease density. That's a good choice as well, yeah. Sound the Alarm is good, yeah. Yeah. Alright. So what are our results today? I think we've played 2 games on stream. Wait, why is it not recording my games? It hasn't updated any games yet. Playing that deck though. Oh, there we go. So we've won a game, we've lost a game. All right. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I had to quickly check where Fitz is. It's lying in the hall, which is arguably the coolest place in the apartment. What is the erase phase in the sideboard besides for Dio? Good question. It's not my deck, so I'm actually not sure. Full transparency. I should ask the person that won nationals with this. So whose face do I want to rate? Cards and tokens lose all class and talent types. Should have brought it here then. I did, didn't I? Puffin, true. Puffin, you probably don't see a lot of Puffin though, I would say. Boltyn too. Alright, game number 3. We're currently 1-1. I don't have a win tracker. Actually, I could create a new win tracker. Oh, another... Is this really CYK, Lionel? I want to go second. Let's bring this. Let's bring this. Let's bring this. Let's take out the Snatch. That's a 2 block. Like, Erase Phase is a 2-block, but... No! Lionel, where you go? Oh, hello. Well, this changes things. This goes more aggressive. Sorry, more defensive. The Erase Phase are good. I want to be blocking, though. So let's bring some more 3-blocks in. Do I want to bring Looking for Scrap instead, or Cutting Retort? They don't have anything, no auras that I can destroy. Equipment looking fine. Now, I was talking earlier about how I think this matchup is quite good, although the numbers look different. So let's see if I'm wrong. I could be very wrong on this. I could be very, very wrong. They just end their turn. That is bad because my hand is all red. I would have liked to filter my hand somehow so I get a blue. But it does give me an opportunity. So the good thing here is I can send Erase Phase, which messes with their plan, and then I'm putting a Shelter into Arsenal. Because a defense reaction in Arsenal against Dash.io is good. By the way, if you enjoyed the stream, if you're new here, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Also, if you're new and you like the stream, please like and subscribe and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, just welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great start to your week. 2 defense reactions. On a 3-card hand, I'd rather attack here. But honestly, my game plan is Fatigue. My game plan is Fatigue. I should have probably kept this one because I can block more if I keep this in hand than with the Shelter. I think that may be the wrong decision here. Not huge difference, but I think it makes a difference. Kodachi for 1, Kodachi for 2. Right, they're letting that hit. They're letting that hit, okay. Oh, you did, Marvin. Okay. All right, let's try and make a mental note of that, right? That I made that mistake. Because obviously, for those who may not know, so Flick Flack gives the next card you defend with this turn with combo +2. So if I would have kept this on a big turn for them, I get the +2, which I'm not going to get if I just block with this, right? So clearly they had a small turn. They weren't going to do more. So basically, I wasted 2 value doing this. And I'm a value deck. So at the very core of my strategy is to extract every single digit of value that I can get. And I wasted 2 there, and they very well make the difference. Exactly, Marvin. Yes, exactly. All right, so if they're letting this hit, Mask Momentum triggers, which draws me a card. That is a sink below. Right, I guess we're blocking. At least I get the +1. So +2. Hey, Lucky! Thank you for the resubscription, dude. 3 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, if you see chat on screen and you don't know why you're not seeing that on the platform you're on, I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You can watch wherever you want. Twitch allows for a bit more interaction because you get channel points for watching, which lets you read out AI voice text messages. It lets you give me cards to open, but listen, I have no preference. So watch wherever you feel comfortable watching. Right, I don't like this hand. So the first I'm going to block with the sink below. I have really not much going on for me here. Oh my god. All blue. I mean, theoretically, I'm supposed to be blocking for the rest of the game anyway. So it doesn't really make a huge difference. Boom Grenade, they're cranking it so they can continue their turn. 0 to 60 for 4. I don't know if I want to use defense reaction on this. Because I can't utilize my hand well anyway. Let's use a blue and see if I can keep the defense reaction for a later turn. Of course I have to block it out because otherwise I take another 4 damage. Right. Do they have a maximum V here? What they're doing is... No. So what are they getting back? A 4 attack of some kind? But they don't really have any... okay. Another boom grenade. They're boosting again? Okay, fine. I'm going to use the defense reaction on this one here. As long as I see my defense reactions, I'm happy. I'm trading 1 damage for a 2 block. I'm taking that 2 damage of theirs off the board. I think that's my plan. And then we're just going to Kodachi for 1, Kodachi for 2, pass. Now the danger here is I have no arsenal, and that boom grenade, the second one, could hit me here on this turn. I could have broken here the boots to trigger mask momentum. That may have been a good option here, considering they have a boom grenade. Okay, another backup protocol. Oh, they're pitching a boom grenade. Sprocket rockets. Alright, so for 4. Because they banished another boom grenade. But that's all red boom grenades gone. Mask of Momentum will never hit. Just in case you weren't aware, the pistol doesn't trigger the grades. I am aware. I am aware, but thank you. I mean, I appreciate the tips, guys. Like, never assume I know something. You have to assume that my default setting is that I don't know. Why am I doing this? Because Mask of Momentum is never going to be used here. And I don't want to block with 2 cards from my hand early in the turn. Now that means my equipment is gone. We could face a maximum V, but all the boom grenades are gone. So the maximum V is not going to hit super hard. 4. I need to choose 1. Alright. Blocking 4 on 4. That's clean, nice, and easy. I would love to play the weakest link here. Kodachi into weakest link. But it depends what their last attack is. Especially 3 red speed, right? That is very, very good. And the backup protocol is gone without us having seen a max V is good as well. Now, do I take the 2? I take the 2 so I can arsenal a card. Yeah, because then we can block with 4 cards and we can still send 1 with... that's fine. 38 should be high enough. Still. Oh wait, 2 pistol shots. I didn't check how many action points they have. I think this is something that you could easily miss in Talishar. If you are an armory or an event, people will usually tell you how many action points they have. Now, if they have an item in hand, the weakest link is really good. Because they don't usually block. But they've already also played quite a lot of items already. We will find out if that is relevant or not. They're letting it hit, so probably not. No. Okay, and this is going to have to go again because both of these are going to get destroyed. BIOS update. 2 blues. Alright, that's not... Alright. Command and Conquer. So ideally my plan here is keep Command and Conquer, send Kodachi with Command and Conquer. Oh, they don't. They actually didn't bring Max V. Right. Interesting. Oh, right. What are they calling? It's probably going to be a defense reaction that they're calling that I can't play. So when this enters, you can't. They can call a card. It can't be pitched or played. All right. What? Okay. Sacrifices damage for consistency. Got it. Okay. So life difference. Maybe you should keep attacking them. I thought about it. I thought about it. Because if we can get them to start blocking, that is advantageous for us, right? They're getting a good card back here by sacrificing. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes sense to do this way around. I do think once Victor goes, we're probably going to see Dash.io leave quite fast. Do you agree or disagree? What are they calling here? By the way, can I just say, like, guys, Talontra's been getting so much better in the last few weeks. Sink below. All right, that's a good call. That's a good call. I could, on this turn, I could go Kodachi, Cut Through, Command and Conquer. But that is not lethal. I think I stayed a line. Or at least we block for 3 here. I don't necessarily need this card. If Kodachi Cut Through CNC. Yeah, true. Oh. Alright, 1 card. 4. No go again. Alright, we'll take the damage here. This may come back to haunt me. If yes, we'll just collectively blame Marvin. And I will be absolved of any and all responsibility for this decision. So I think we all feel all right with that, right? They're gonna let this hit. This was always going to hit. They're not gonna block that. I'm glad we agree. Yeah, they're gonna crown. Yeah. I keep forgetting about crown. That's a good reminder, Beat. I have enough resources for another Kodachi, so let's do that. And then we get the resource and send Command and Conquer for 6. And the thing is, now we got them on low single digits. Oh, they're blocking. Well, of course, yeah, they're blocking with. Actually, they didn't even need to use Crown. Okay. Now it comes down to what is my next hand. Can I keep going aggressively? Crown 1 CNC. Yeah, that is actually a good point. 4. Yeah, Kodachi is 3 plus 5 is 8. It's with pouncing paws, I'm threatening lethal. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. All right, let me use the shelter on this. I feel like I've seen a good amount of defense reactions, which is definitely important. The one that they called, I'm not actually running. I am. I lie. Why am I lying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie. Can you forgive me, chat? Boom grenade yellow. Alright, that changes things. What? 4. I think I'm quite happy to give up Paintballs here. Ooh, that's another 4. Doesn't have to go again. So this is going to be for 7. I can threaten their arsenal again here if I don't block this. We're swapping it for... We're going down to... Yeah, I'll take it. Down to 17. 18. Math is hard. Should have paid more attention in school. And the shot, of course. Alright, we're down to 16. Dress of the armor for a second, which does not work on Ray's face. Yes, that is true. That's a very good point. Alright, so we're going for 2 here. And then with the Command and Conquer, it's very much lethal if they don't block. They can use their crown, though, and stay alive. Oh, resources! Yikes. Math hard. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, this is a turn. That is 2 red zipper hits. 0 to 60, blue. So they have the resources. Ooh. Oh. This has become dangerous.
Show me what you got!
So this is how much damage? 5, 10. 10, 12. Plus a pistol shot, 14. Yeah. Alright. Lock 3. And we got him Kodachi locked now. So as long as we survive this turn, we should be okay. As you say, keep it blue, and we should be fine. Although this probably wouldn't have been lethal, so I could probably just kept the cards and push the gas. What is in their arsenal? That's the big question. Yes, thank you, Marvin. Good reminder. Good reminder. This may actually be game here. Because I'm going to go 3 wide. I am going to send the Command and Conquer, because obviously 6 is more than 1. I know that much with math. They still have a bit of equipment. Let's not forget that. They still have equipment. It would be nice if they use the crown here. They're probably going to use the equipment on one of these small attacks. This is Battle Worn. Man, Tekla Foundry Heart is so good. Do you think it will be printed with Battle Worn these days? I feel like it would be printed with Temper. That is a bad block, my friend. That is what I wanted to see here. Because now they can't use it on the Command and Conquer. Well, they would have needed to block it anyway, right? Let's be honest. They needed to block with 2 cards anyway. I always think this is from Dynasty. Because the art always reminds me of Dynasty. Now I have it, true. They may have dropped. Nope. They're here. I think they were just trying to think if they want to sync something. If they give me 2 cards here, not if, they have to give me 2 cards. At least. Maybe even 3, depending if they have 2 blocks in their hand. I think I'm looking quite healthy at 10. All I need to keep basically is a resource card in hand, and I can pull 2 cards from their hand. Dracai is one of those decks, if you're new to Flesh and Blood, is like, she is very, very strong. But not anymore if she doesn't have 5 cards to work with. If you don't have 4 to 5 cards to work with, your power drops off significantly, opposed to some of the other heroes. Like, it's much harder for her to do something with less cards. So she really wants a full grip. Now she has still 3 cards. That is nothing. That is not nothing. Okay, so I can block with Flick Flack. Twin Drive. Oh, Teklo Pounder. Yo, yo, yo. Hello there. No, this is dumb. I'm gonna block for 3 here. I have to block. There's a shot. There's a shot here. This is for lethal if I don't block. But I can block with Flick Flack. Take this down to 4. Yeah. Yeah. No shenanigans here, right? It's just 1 shot. So, Kodachi for 1. Kodachi for 2. E-Strike for 7. Should end the game. They need to give me 2 cards. They don't have any defense reactions. 7 will end the game. Sorry for the ads, everyone, by the way. Sorry for the ads. This should end the game. Unless I have a defense reaction here, which would surprise me a lot. GG! Marvin, it worked out. It worked out. Rematch. You know what? This is relevant, right? Let's do it. I think this is an important game. All right, let's do the same thing. We want this. We don't want this. We want 3 blocks. Actually, sound the alarm. And 3 blocks. There we go. Do I take out another 2 block? Is there another 2 block I should be taking out? I don't think so. This is... Overcrowded is a 2 block. Let's take that out. I'm putting another 3 block in. The Bittering Thorns were really good. But again, it's 2 blocks. Let's try and block them out this turn. Let's try and go the other strategy, right? We're going more defensive with this deck. Let's see if we can block them out. Okay. Overcrowded, yeah, let's... Wait, what? Why did I take 3 damage? Oh, never mind. All right, let's go.
Round one, fight!
Let's go. I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make. I have confession. Kodachi for 1. Kodachi for 2. No, Kodachi for 1. E-Strike for 5. Weakest link. Two confessions, one stream, right? What is this? I paid for YouTube Premium.
Ew, yikes forever.
Does that make me a bad person? Will you unsubscribe? Getting this equipment block early on is really good as well. I really like this. Joker friend, I've had it for years. Best money spent. Dude, I just realized I watch so much YouTube. Like, it's probably one of... Like... Yeah, I watch it all the time, basically. And like, I just can't with these ads anymore. Unsubscribing, unfollowing. 07 Black Belt, it was good having you. Hopefully we'll reconsider at some point in the future. It's my most used app. You realize how much time of your life it'll save you. Right? Right? Like, yeah, it is good. Hey Fitz, how you doing there? You wanna go on the balcony, buddy? It's still hot AF out there. But I'll let you go. Right. Okay, so what are they attacking for? For 4 here. I do not have a 4 block in hand, so equipment, sadly, it is, because we have another 3 boom grenades. I like that you can also add 4 or 5 other people and split the cost. Wait, you can? Oh, that's amazing. And apparently, if you watch my stream on YouTube, and you have YouTube Premium, that gets me more revenue than if you watch ads, but I have no idea. Oh, I gotta do that, Veed. Dude, that's such a good tip. I'm gonna have to add my partner. Gonna add my partner immediately. Oh. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Right. Let's block this. I feel like they're gonna get the boom grenade to hit here, friends. It depends what their arsenal is. Ah, yeah. Yeah, breaking the combat chain, getting the 4 attack back, right? Yeah, I tried to prevent this, but... So this is gonna do 10 damage here. No, 8. 6 on the... No. In between. 9. Right, okay. Alright, let me see if I can turn this up a little bit here as well. What? There, that's better. That's better. Now you can see me clearly. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Okay. That was a good turn from them. That was much more difficult for me to block out. So far, I've already used 2 equipments and I haven't seen a defense reaction. That's problematic. I'm gonna let this one hit. Because it's really bad value to block on this. I'm not gonna overblock by a card. Yeah, this is much more difficult this turn around. Oh, they didn't see a single Zero Baron process last game, didn't they? Right, they didn't see a single one. That may be that. I didn't notice that at all, but that's gonna make a huge difference. That's gonna be huge. Huge. Second for one. But actually for one. I wish I had the situation where I could put a defense reaction in Arsenal. I think they wanted to go again because, like, hey, this was a fluke. I should be winning this game. Where are my defense reactions? Where are my testicles, Summer? It's always dangerous if you block like that, because it could be that they have a boom grenade at instant speed ready. At least I think that's how it works. Also, I've got more news. So as you may know, I have a podcast called A Pound of Flesh, where last week Season 3 ended. And I can officially confirm that Season 4 has started work on this week. I have the question. I have my potential guests. I've reached out to my guests. I don't have anything recorded yet, but hopefully the first recording should be in the books in the next couple of days. Do I want to play Warmongers against them? I think I... No, because it's all attack actions, right? No, items are actions. Okay. I don't like how much damage I'm leaking. I wonder if they completely changed the deck around. I wonder if now they're playing Max V. Maybe they sideboarded that out in the last game. And this is the third time they're playing backup protocol. No, second time. Yeah, man, they're just destroying me here at this point. There's just too much damage coming across right now. Oh, yeah, see? See, they're trying the different package now. And it's definitely working better. We're turn 3, and I've already leaked over half my life. Now, they did have bigger spike turns, so the question now is, can I stop the bleeding? Okay, I think here I'm using the sink below. I'm sinking the dual threat. Ooh. No resource cards for me. I think they're setting up for next turn here. They should... I think they're going to Arsenal and then come with a 5-card hand. They're probably going to attack with the pistol. Oh, yep, that works too. Tackle core, that makes sense. Why are you not shooting? Yeah, no action points. Okay. I missed that. I missed that. Without a combo card, I think you should accept some damage this turn. Arsenal the flick flag and hope for a combo card next turn. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been pretty good, wouldn't it? Alright, let me see if I can get them to block here. Otherwise, we'll just go for 10 damage. Actually, I could destroy... Actually, let me destroy this. I will attack for 1. And now... threaten mask. Yeah, exactly, Hug. That's exactly what I did. Get the tonic counter. Send for 5. It's gonna hit. And... get mask. I was hoping for defense reaction here. Right, we draw it into hands. Oh, 6, okay. Blocking 6 here. Should I mean, whatever I sink for either has a 3 or a 4 block, so yeah, there we go. I think it's worth trying to sink that. We're gonna have a 5-card hand here. I should have probably just sent 1 here. Oh, flick flag. Oh, we have a combo. Good, 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 good. We can block quite well here. And erase face as well, but I'm not gonna have enough resources to play it, sadly. Maybe we can put it in Arsenal. I think these are the only 2 blocks I have right now. Spark of Genius. Alright, that draws them a card. Boom Grenade red. Oh, this is going to be another painful turn. Alright. What do they do here? They have 4 cards. The only thing that I can hope for here is that they are lacking the resources. And that's what it looks like, right? Oh. You don't really want to boost away the cerebellum processor. Five. Let me block for... oh no, if I do that, then this goes away. So I need to block on the 5 here. I need to make sure I don't make that mistake. If you want to benefit the +2 on the flick flag, you need to do it very right away afterwards. I hope I can avoid the boom grenades here, but with 2 cards left in their hand, again, unless they're lacking... yeah, I can't block this out. This is 5. Alright, boom grenade hitting. And they have an action point as well. Yeah, this is considerably worse, this game. I'm just going to clear Arsenal here by attacking for 1. Fear me! Fear me! I'm attacking for 1. So dangerous. How many boom grenades now? 1 yellow here. I think we've seen... yeah, I was going to say 2 or 3. Seen 2. 2 cerebellum processors are gone. How many... backup protocol? 2. That's the 3rd cerebellum processor. Do not like that. Again, it's just 1. I'm leaking 1 damage. I don't like that. Especially because we've seen they're playing... ooh, okay, so... alright. Do you have sideboard slot to spare? Not at the moment. For Blackout strategy, quick dodge flexes would be a great upgrade. It's true. That is a very good point. I was going to say I would love for them to end the turn here. Alas, alas, it was not meant to be. Alas, it was not meant to be. Maybe it's something we can consider. Bringing that in. But, I mean, realistically speaking, like, how relevant is Dash.io at this moment? I mean, when Victor is gone, she's going to probably be more around, right? I don't know why I did that. I probably should have kept the equipment. I can now attack for 3. That doesn't really do much. But it does leave me with a defense reaction in Arsenal, which I like. That is good, but they have... Like, they have a 6-card hand, right? Also good for Cindra and fight. That is true. Last big gate on Dash. Yeah. I mean, Rando, you know, honestly, she could reach Living Legend this weekend. How many Living Legend points does she have? She has a lot. She doesn't. She is like in the top 3, if I remember correctly. By the way, I opened the window here. If it's loud, if you hear like background noise, let me know so I can close it. She has... Oh, it's not that. No, she's 5th. 830. I don't think she'll Living Legend this weekend. Can I survive this turn? If they have a max V, that's probably a big fat no. I need to have like 2 defense reactions. Ask and you shall be given. But a combo card would have been beautiful here. But that would have been a bit greedy. Oh, max V gone. Probably... Yeah. Alright, it's blocking 6 here. You're hoping Victor allows pre-German Nats. I don't know about the rest. I mean, so German Nats is in the last weekend, right? Like our UK Nats. And that's I would expect there's some really high-profile nationals coming up this weekend. I think he'll be gone. He'll be gone. I'm gonna need my whole hand here to block this. I'm gonna take 1 damage. I mean, they have 7 cards left in deck. Can I survive? 10 life left. Oh, no. It depends. It depends how good they pitch stacked, and that is looking pretty spicy here. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of damage on this turn. It's not lethal. And then a pistol shot, right? Yes. I should have kept track of what they have left in the deck. They GG'd. GG. Yes, the character will have yellow boom. I saw the yellow boom, right? But if they have nothing, I think I probably should have full sent earlier. I'm just talking to them. I was trying full fatigue, but the cards said no. Yeah, I was definitely trying full fatigue this game, but I didn't have the cards for it. All right. How many points did he pick up? Who, Victor? I think we don't know 100%. So people are saying 47. I think this is the data that I have, right? Because he won. Victor won New Zealand, and then he won some battlegrounds, right? He won. No, actually, is that the only thing he won? Then why is it saying 47? That makes no sense. He won 25 points in New Zealand. Oh. All right, so what's the record for today? I think we're 3-1 at the moment. Yeah, 3-1. I can't put up the counter, which I usually do, because that is being occupied for the challenge win rate, right? So I can't use that. It needs to stay there. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right, good. Right, we keep jamming. So I mean, honestly, he got Vietnam and NZ. Oh yes, that is that. Did he get Vietnam? New Zealand. Oh yes, here. But that's only 35 points, and here it's saying 47.5. That doesn't math. I mean, I'm not good at math, but that doesn't math. That doesn't math. So I'm feeling, I mean, if I can beat Dash.io, that's a pretty good deck to be able to beat, especially considering the weekend where I'm playing Nationals, right? And we just won it twice in a row. We played it a bit more aggressively, like Marvin suggested, and then I went the classic defensive way, basically block out and let them just run out of deck. Now, if they get the right cards at the right time, they win that game, right? I've lost those games before. It's certainly not a no-brainer, but it is winnable. It is winnable. And my win rate, I mean, again, my you know, I haven't played that many games yet, but I'm at 62% on 8. Like, I think I would struggle to have this win rate if I was playing Reinar or Mario right now. Oh yeah, it's 1.5 multiplayer. Oh, that's why. Yes, exactly. Because it's on a multiplier. That makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, round 2 plus 2, our last opponent. The gauntlet continues. Now, I was thinking, should I play drafts tomorrow? But I feel like online draft isn't that good to learn. Maybe I'll do one, just to see more cards, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should focus on CC. Then maybe get a lock into a win or two. Oh, this is like, I just win this, right? This is just like, you win. If I remember correctly, this is very one-sided. Let me try this. I'm not sure if cutting retort comes in here. Poking out should be the strategy for me? Yes. But then if you see that you have a big life lead and you have a big hand, I think if you can push them into if you can push them into single digits and you can take a turn where you just take the damage and you get them to a position where you block, you get them to block, I think you can switch up into a different strategy. I did read Simon's, Scott, And then I drafted on Saturday, and I was like, what? Oh, what? When I read Simon's guide, and that all made so much sense. And then I tried drafting, and I was looking at the cards like, what? You have one as well. Would you care to share it in chat, please? For my benefit. Right. Do they care about warmongers, guys? Do they care about warmongers? Or do I just do rowdy locals and discard the warmongers and arsenal the dual threat? What do I do next here? I think the rowdy locals. Yeah, let's do rowdy locals. I love playing a rowdy locals. I love playing a rowdy locals. You know what's also fun? When you take your decks apart because you feel like you're not going to play them. And then you build other decks. And then as soon as you did that, you're like, you know what? I want to play that other deck. And then you have to do it all over. Scott, you're playing Nationals, right? You got to be playing Nationals. Alright, dual threat into Arsenal. I would like some defense reactions. Nice. I hope I get to play against you. That'll be an easy win for you. Are you locked in your deck? I would have said you play Gravy, but I think at this point I would say you're probably playing Easy. You're probably on Easy. If I had to take a guess, without any insider knowledge, I'm guessing Easy. Oh, wait, did it? Oh, crap. Wait, can I? I can't fix that. I don't know. It's really easy for me to do that on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Ah. Alright, so I hope this works. Let me phantasm your card, dear sir or madam. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Sokot. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Right, can we trigger a mask momentum here? Oh, there we go. Thank you very much, Howling. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read that tonight before I fall asleep. Alright, they're blocking that. Phantasmal Footsteps. Does not they're collecting allows make challenging. That is true. Are you part of like a testing team? You gotta be, right? You gotta probably have a team out there somewhere supporting you. So if I play dual threat here, dual threats are not helping me here right now. Let's play the second Kodachi. I don't like having two dual threats is very awkward for me right now. Let's play the cut through because I don't know what is in my hands. They may be blocking more here. Nope. All right. Well, crap. Should have played it outside. Yeah. -1. Okay. So we can just block this out. That was a wrong block though. I should not have used the blue here. Should have used a dual threat. Cool. I look forward to seeing you, dude. Interested to see what you're going to be playing. It's going to be good fun. One can buff the... Yes, that's... I realized that after the turn. I realized that afterwards. Alright, so we go for Kodachi. And now I'm thinking using the tunic counter to send the weakest link. I haven't seen any defense reactions yet so far. Oh, but that blocks 6. It does go into soul though. Did they pitch away the only card that I could have used? Right, so you have a yellow Herald of Triumph and we have a blue Herald of Triumph. Which means they're sending the blue. If I understand my opponent correctly. Oh, here's the defense reaction. I could use the erase face. They don't have anything to... But they have the -1. Never mind. So... That is not ideal, though. So if I block with that... I mean, obviously I'm blocking it out, right? The question is how. If I block with these two... I could Kodachi for 1. Actually, if I block with this and this... Kodachi for 1, play dual threat, snatch. Yes. No. I'm missing a resource. No, it's fine. No, what we'll do is Kodachi, cut through pitch for 1, play dual threat, snatch for 7. 8. Yeah, Marvin. Yes. Sometimes it's nice to see when you have a line in your head and chat agrees. That doesn't happen to me very often. All right, we get a card. Come on, give me a defense reaction. Okay. All right, that's okay. We haven't taken a single point of damage so far, in case you haven't been keeping up. I have. I need to block this like a pedestrian because I still have no defense reaction. Kodachi for 1, Kodachi for 2, into E-Strike for 7. Sensor could be really good, but I don't know what to call. We share one brain cell, my man. Yes, one brain cell between the two of us. Sounds about right. So what do I do after this? This, because it's gonna draw me a card as well. Do we get a new BNR this week? I don't think so. Why would we get one this week? Is one scheduled? I think there's no need for BNR. Oh, is one scheduled? Okay. Right, defense reaction in Arsenal, great. And the CNC to pop. So we've got... So this is the popper and this is the backup. That's the setup I like, right? Oh, Herald of Erudition. Alright. Did I make a mistake here? You call Herald of Triumph for Erudition? Okay. Alright, so we're getting a BNR maybe, but it won't be in effect. Discard this until the end of turn. Attack action cards your opponent's control. Alright, so that's cute. But no. It must be so frustrating. Oh, I feel for the person. I feel for the person. I think this is as close to an unwinnable matchup as it comes. I feel like the only time I take damage in this matchup is if I make a mistake or if I do it on purpose. Prism players don't deserve sympathy. What have they done to you? What have they done to you? Do you want to share with the group? I don't know if you see my message or not, or if they're late, but man, my sensor calls are on point today. Oh, right. Yeah, I saw. We have a local plays Prism a lot. I don't know if it still does, but it's obnoxious. Yeah. You just can't allow a single mistake, right? One mistake and you're gone. Sure, send a black belt. Is it special? I mean, if it wasn't, then it wouldn't be you. I'm curious, though. Let me have a look. Ooh, let's finish the game first. All right, two draw. We're gonna put the 2 block in Arsenal. The game keeps a lot of decks. I simply cannot bring Wizard or Guardian if my local's guaranteed to bring Prism every week. Wait, so what's gatekeeping Prism right now then? 4. Alright, so this may actually be pretty bad for me here. Victor? Okay. Alright, is this the start of the turnaround here, guys? Is this where I lose? They have a full grip. I have no poppers. I let this one hit. Because this doesn't have an on-hit. Well, I don't have to. I can... they have so many cards in hand. Let me... Wait, how did they get a Figment? Huh. They have a bit of a setup right now. So I need to be careful with this. But of course the reason that they have the setup is because of the Arclight Sentinel. So they used the headpiece to play the Soraya, and then they were able to play an Arclight Sentinel right afterwards, protecting it for a round, right? Oh, Light of Sol, yes. This is no-go again. This is actually quite of a challenge right now. They have 3 Spectral Shields, a Soraya, and an Archangel. Alright. Alright. I see you. 11 ward? I'm not sure that's enough. So that's just going to be able to keep the Soraya around this turn, another turn. Do you have to target Soraya here? Just can't let... Yeah. Yeah. Can't let her draw again twice. Why not Tiger? Because I felt like it's not going to do anything anyway. Because there was so much words. I guess you have. I guess it's a valid question. So this one, what does this one do? Okay, I'm not taking a chance here, guys. I'm not taking a chance. I'm making sure it's a full block out, even if I pop it. It did, yeah. Okay, maybe I made a mistake here. Well, probably if you're pointing it out, not maybe, then I probably made a mistake. Let me block this out here. Alright, what about I use it now? So, Kodachi, Pouncing Paw into Ray's face. Only 6 shields. Ward 6. Yikes. Seems pretty good. I mean, I do have to say, I was very cocky there towards like 2 turns ago. Things have turned around massively. Alright, let's pop this. Go for dagger. Sorry, for tiger. Do you guys have like Marvel Tigers? I think it's one of the cards that I would love to have. Alright, so 6 here. It's only Ward 5. I have no equipment left. Things have gone spicy. 12 of them I played Zen. Wait, you have 12 Marvel Tigers? Oh, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sell me one. I think we got it back here. 3 Marvel Phoenix Flames. I have one of those. And I'm happy with one. They gave away one like a extended art. I don't know where that is from. Man, these are... They keep creating them. That's annoying. Stop making spectral shields. From pre-release? Oh, that's a good shout, actually, yes. Yes, that's a good shout. Okay, so 6 on 4 wards. They're just gonna keep this around. But does that... Well, I'm using a lot of 6s here. I was gonna say... I want to use the sync here to fetch a different card if I can, because I don't like this. No more soul. I've eaten up their soul. That's a good reminder how that actually works. Thank you. Okay, so we have 1 going into 4 here. The Phantasmal Footsteps is really good as well. I don't have a good hand, but I could put a defense reaction in Arsenal, which is good enough. I think we're getting some tempo back here. Especially they can't use more equipment, so they're letting this go. And then just the 1. I mean, they don't really care, but it takes them into Kodachi lock situation soon. And then the defense reaction in case, you know, whatever we need to block out here. 7. I have no popper. I have 1 blue. Let's block with the shelter from hand. Blocking out the 7. And... Oi! Okay, no sir. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really lucky I had 2 defense reactions there. Oh my god, that was lucky. Are they running out of deck? No. What do they have left? They have 1 red Herald of Triumph red left. 1 Herald of Triumph yellow. They have still 1 at least Herald of Erudition. I think Herald of Erudition is probably my biggest concern at this point in the game. So in that case, I am going to call Herald of Erudition with Censor if they let me play it. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. I love the art. I love what it does. Is it always good? No, but heck, I love it. Right, go for 2. And then by my Boomer Stoners, they're gonna block it out. Good. They could have 1 Herald of Erudition here, right? What does... Okay, that... Wait, what? Okay, so basically it just cleared their hand. Right, so I wish I had more resources. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So what's the maximum value? I think what I want to do is Kodachi, Torrent of Tempo, Arsenal Sensor, or Kodachi, E-Strike for 7. They're Kodachi locked. F it, they're Kodachi locked. We're good. We're good. I didn't realize they were down on 1 life. Yeah, 7 will be good on... They'll need to give me a card. They'll have to empty their hand to do that. They may actually just be dead here. Oh, they're not dead. 1 prevention. Alright. So the cut through is not gonna trigger, because that will kill them. Let's start with the Bittering Thorns. That needs 2, well, their equipment and a card. Kodachi, and then cut through. Actually, Torrent of Tempo will finish the game. Yeah, Kodachi, and then whatever I send ends the game. So they basically had 2 turns. And their 2 turns were powered by being able to generate a Soraya and protecting it for a turn with Arclight Sentinel. Do you want to swap heroes and rematch? No. No, I do not want that. Thank you, but no. I'd rather sit on this side of the table with this hero. I'm quite comfortable with that. Thank you. All right, good. Guys, I think I'm feeling good for Nationals. They tried, right? Like, let me beat them down. I was like, no. I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. But politely, I decline. All right. Next game. All right, so what have we beaten today? Let's have a look at the results. I've lost 1 single game on stream today. That is usually not something that I achieve. So that is quite... So we lost to Cindra. And when you look at the win percentages, that was to be expected a loss, right? Then wins to Boltyn, wins to Dash.io and Prism. And I think Boltyn we can probably forget about. Is it possible somebody will play Boltyn? Yes. Is it good to get reps into it? Yes. However, we're testing to see if this is a valid deck for Nationals. And winning into Prism and twice Dash.io on 2 different strategies and sideboards. This is good. This is good information. Now, obviously, if anybody from UK National playing UK Nationals watches this, they know exactly what I'm on. So, you know. Not that I think the UK community watches this a lot. I don't think so. I mean, Scott is from the UK community. Alright, okay. I want to play this. Please let me play this. Do I want to go first or second? They're illusionists. I want to go first. So. I want to play the Cutting Retort. Erase Face doesn't make a lot of sense, I think. Looking for a scrap, go white, clear their board. And then weakest links are relevant here as well. I'm going to take out the Snatch and bring another 3 block. Oh. Good luck, have fun. I need to change the boots though. I want to bring AB1. You don't count? Sorry, Scott. I corrected myself. Of course you count. You are the outstanding community member. The outstanding community member. Without a doubt. Champion of the Hearts. Starfield Touch. Okay, so it is not the... It's not the Guardian build. Altaris. Ooh, that's a new one. Did you guys open up any omens? Did you get anything good? I only got 1 box this time, and it's not... It's been an experience. It's been an experience. Maybe in other countries more in UK these days anyway. True. But you represent our community abroad. Alright, so Starfort Spike. So they've amped here, right? Oh. I don't quite understand the holo. What's the purpose of that? What is the purpose of that? I know it happens sometimes, but I don't understand the mechanic behind that. Why? Is that just a way to basically say that it came back from the graveyard? Trigger Leaf Aurora abilities twice. Oh, okay. Right. Thanks, Vedant. Scott. That is a lot of arcane damage here. That was more than I was prepared for. Right. Stop Zyggy flickering again and again. Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow. G1BONN0. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I hope you're having a fantastic day, my friend. Filled with laughter and flesh and blood. So, here's a question for y'all. Notice fragments create a lightning flow. Here's a question. What do we want to do? I think this is probably the least valuable. If you had to rename Flesh and Blood today, based off the knowledge that you have today, what would you call Flesh and Blood? You could name it anything. Command and Conquer? Ooh. It is a good name. It is a good name. Command and Conquer, CNC. It rolls off the tongue. But the question here is, are you not just a little bit biased because it's such an iconic card? Okay, so what we have to do here is go white to clear the board, right? That's what I have to do, so I'm not sending Command and Conquer. yet. I'm going 3 turns, 3 attacks wide. We need to get rid of this corrosive space dust. You will call it I, Donnie? It's short, I'll give you that. Pretty good. Broken Realms. Money Pit fight? I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Alright. I'm gonna just go all out here trying to clear this board. Come on. Come on. How long do you want to protect this corrosive space dust? As long as it takes, probably. Till the end of all days. Broken Realms. Champion's Call. Champion's Call seems a bit generic. I like Broken Realms. Deathmatch Arena would also make sense, but doesn't sound as nice. Yeah. I'm taking a lot of arcane damage here. But I did clear the board. So I've only played against this hero on my hero twice. So the question is my experience from winning 2 of those games representative or no? Could be. Hey, Vertical Mammal! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Vertical Mammal, what a name. Dude, I love it. Vertical Mammal. What about horizontal mammals? Do they get any representation or no? How about Warmongers in this matchup? Does Zyggy care? More and more lately? Hey! That makes sense. Where are you from, my dude? I know it. When my back is just like, dude, this is your back. You're not getting up today. It's me after a big dinner. Yes. And if I get to censor here, what do I censor? I don't... What do I censor? Okay. Friends, what do I say? Do I call like a big Phantasmclasm cards? I could just say Phantasmclasm. Because that card is really annoying. But that is probably more played in the Guardian version of the deck. So... maybe a card that they already played? Maybe a Corrosive Spade. Corrosive Space Dust could be good. I think they run a 6-off of that. And what do I want in Arsenal? We'll put the Warmongers there. Dude! I had it! I had the right call and I corrected it.
Emotional damage!
I had the right call. Come on, fetch me a popper. Fetch me a popper. Thank you! Well, that was a mistake. We both made mistakes. Mistakes have been made on both sides of the table. Alright, so we're going for 1. By the way, this is the Wilhelm screen. And they use it in, like, almost every movie and in every TV show at one point. And once you hear this, and you know what the Wilhelm scream is, you cannot not hear it when you watch a movie or a TV show. It's like it's somewhere in there, always. Why are they blocking with this? May discard a lightning card. If you do, return an aura you control. Ooh, embodiment of lightning. They want to go wide here. Show me your hand with the sound the alarm. I haven't been able to go wide or wild, for that matter, that much this game. Do you think it's going well for me, or am I falling behind here? Alright, so they're just preventing that. Then the amp is... That's so... Well, no, I only brought AB1. Should I bring more than AB1? Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Regular replication. Static shelter. I see the replication for the first time. I don't even know what that does. You're gonna play the reaction here, right? Nope. Yes. I think they mess it up. They wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna say. Pay 1 if you do create a lightning flow. Okay. Infinite combo? Oh, do tell. What, pray tell, is the infinite combo? No, the Phantasm Plasm! No! Replication basically lets them double Phantasm Plasm if they have embodiment. Oh. Oh. Well, that's not good. This may be a long game, huh? Ah, I see. I see. I see. Basically this. Oh, that was interesting. That was cool. That was cool. But you can only do this 3 times. I'm guessing you play this like as a one-off. Fractal replication going in a flash and bouncing it infinitely. Okay, okay. I will pick War. I have a feeling this game is not going the way I want it to go. This is still on my turn, huh? Yeah, I think they're playing this deck a lot better than the other 2 people I played into. Real talk. Or a block for 5. Oh, I keep forgetting about the fragment. Keep forgetting about the fragment. Because this now fragments, and then it goes down to 3. It'll take me a while to get used to these fragment cards. Right, so Kodachi, I think, and then we do E-Strike for E-Strike. CNC for 7. Or do I go Kodachi, then Command and Conquer for 6? I feel like going wide against a Illusionist is always good. Have you guys find any of the new heroes, like, do you enjoy playing them? Any of the new heroes, or you said it's not for you? And when are we getting spoilers for the next set? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I think we're going Kodachi for 2 into CNC for 6. I haven't seen my Aura Killers yet. I did bring it, right? Yeah. I would very much like to see my Aura Killers. I think that was a big piece of what I did last time. Alright, let's go for the next Kodachi. You enjoy MG, you want new spoilers after a set dropped already? No, it's just like this set was not for me. Right? This set was not for me. That's why I'm asking for it, Nyx, right? Because this set just wasn't that exciting for me. I'm being completely selfish, right? But I do recognize there's a lot of people who enjoy this set a whole lot. Also, there's no Arsenal, so I'm not doing Command & Conquer, I'm doing Censor. We've already seen 2 Phantasm Clasm. What are the odds, right? I think if Shattering Flowtide could be a good choice. But I think I'll go back to Corrosive. Second time I'll hit it, right? I'm glad I have so much bulk. I'm going to learn to play on convention in September. Dude! Thank you for doing that. Round of applause for you. We need community members like you. Alright, 2 arcane damage. I'm taking if I'm not gonna ever use my Tide Flippers, why did I bring them? Set generally being silos definitely impacts my desire for spoilers. Eventually, every color gets support every set. Most fab classes are getting 1 to 3 cards in expansion slots on any given side. Yeah, sometimes it is, right? Like, why should I care about this set? That is a valid question sometimes. When this hits, draw a card. Whenever this fragments, you may put a lightning instant card from your graveyard on top of your deck. That's pretty good. What do we want to do here? I think the cut through may potentially not. But then I need to block like this. Yeah. This is not ideal what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm wasting, but I needed to add 1 more card. So 25 to 27. Am I being fatigued? No. This one is... Let's create an embodiment of lightning. Okay. So we have an interesting turn here. Bittering Thorns. Forget about Kodachi this turn. Do you think we'll eventually start to see Silver Age decks releasing with the sets like Blitz Precons or Collector Box with playmats? Not sure. Because I think the product is too expensive for what it's trying to be. Because basically what you're trying to do with these Silver Age decks is you're trying to offer a very cheap entry into the game. And if you bundle it with like 3 other decks and a playmat, it suddenly becomes more expensive that some people may want to take a gamble on. So I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think? Alright, so we have an embodiment of lightning here. We're looking over for a scrap. I know I have a blue I checked earlier on. So you have a 6 go again. To Tunic, Command and Conquer for 6. This could be a relatively annoying turn for them to block out. Because they probably have something here they want to keep. So either they keep their cards in hand to do something, But if they want to keep the card in Arsenal, they need those cards to block to protect that, right? So either way, this is probably a lose-lose. So they're letting it go. What are we getting? Another fractal replication. Still did damage. We are 15 to 22. Cutting retort. Finally. Finally. So my turn is Kodachi, Bittering Thorns, Cutting retort. We can block with 1 blue. What do we destroy? The embodiment of lightning, which probably will not exist anymore when we get around to it. The question is, do they have a turn here? They must have, because otherwise they wouldn't have let this go. So I was speculating that Fractal Replication may be a 1-off in the deck. It's not. It's at least a 2-off. But I guess if you want to get the combo with Phantasmaclasm for sure, you may want to bring a 3-off. Okay, they're just passing. Okay, so this is good. So we can go super wide here. Kodachi, Bittering Thorns, Cutting Retort. And we still have a resource. Or 3 resources. And we can destroy Lightning Flow and an embodiment of lightning. Cool. I love it. I love it. I think this definitely gave me... I think that Command and Conquer last turn definitely gave me tempo. This could potentially also draw me a card. Because... no, the first attack was blocked. I'd like someone to take an honest crack at making UPF Sage interesting. Put a few Smash Palace event cards in each set on the back of a token or something. You know what? You should approach... Table legs? Leg and table? What are they called? I think that would be something up their alley. Chuck Knowles? I think that's the kind of content or stuff that they would like to do. So, how much do we pay? We pay 3. And then I destroy one of these and the other one, and we're attacking for 7. I mean, that's why I love this card right now, right? Being able to destroy that embodiment of lightning may be game-winning for me. It may be game-winning. Now imagine you do that in an Aurora deck. So good. Alright, they're blocking for 9. Okay. 2 blues. And we have another one. Alright, so... okay. Kodachi, dual threat, Cutting Retort. Smash Bros. Seemed like a neat product, but it's basically just board game. It's too expensive. Like, I'll be honest, like, the replayability just isn't there if you need packs. It just isn't there. And it makes me sad, but the replayability is just not there for... I like that they're trying new things, right? And I hope these experiments, they're taking it as what it is, experiments, and they're not going all in on some of these products, right? Because if you have a strong product like the base sets, and that's really good, if that is your moneymaker, you can make experiments. You can try different things. As long as you're aware what you're doing, you have a set budget for it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't impact what the rest of the company does, right? Then I'm all for them taking risks. But you gotta make sure you know what it is. Alright, we got him Kodachi locked. Phantasmaclasm, baby! Right, they took... yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we're just gonna block for 6, take 3. And then we got him Kodachi locked. Whoa, another one! Oh, that sucks. They're gonna take the blue here, right? Yeah. Okay, in that case, we're gonna take an off turn. We're just gonna block this out. Not block it out, but, you know, block as much as I can. So, yeah, they played the combo twice. That's very good. They set it up twice. Momentum may have swung here completely again. Let's see. I thought I had the game. I still got him Kodachi locked. Yeah, good point. I missed that. Right. Weakest link. I could have AB wand, yeah. Yeah. Ah, damn, token. That is not... Oh, 2 defense reactions. Oh, I may be in trouble, guys. I should have just taken the damage there. Oh, I've may given the game away. I didn't think properly. I may have just given the game away. All right, we still have a very solid life lead. Here's a surreality. Okay. Ah, defense reaction? Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, so that kind of illustrates so like how easy you make a couple of small mistakes and the game is like, oh, game gone, right? So you gotta stay focused on top of it like the whole way through. 0. I don't know why it took, like, I'm not focused anymore. I'm getting tired. It's coming towards the end of the stream and I'm losing focus. That's what's happening here. I think I'm still fine. But I need to tread very carefully. The defense reaction in Arsenal gives me somewhat of a security blanket. This clears 1. No, they're not letting it go. I mean, to be fair, like, this could be GG as well, right? If this is a no block. Is this enough ward on their side to not die? Ward 8, yes, it's enough. But it does clear all the wards. Yeah, I'm not paying, like, yes, I like... I need to do that more often. Okay, nothing fancy here. We just go wide. This should be it, to be honest. They have another ward here. The cut through is not gonna go again. It feels like this deck is the Zyggy deck is very intricate to play. You kind of need to know what you're doing there. Can you block a 5? They can. Okay, they're still in it. Oh. Uh-oh. Are they gonna kill me with Arcane here? They may just kill me, honestly, at this point. If they can find some more Arcane... If they can dig out another 4... Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared now. Papa, hold me. Chat, hold me. Chat, please. It feels like that's not how somebody who is about to have an out blocks. We'll see. Oh, shoot. Ah, shoot! Math. I didn't math correctly there. Okay, can I bring it back? I looked at prereq numbers for learn to play and I'm afraid of how many have signed up. Dude, that's awesome though. I believe in you. I believe in you. You know what, let's keep the Kodachi lock going. I was thinking about playing the dual threat, but I think just keeping the Kodachi lock alive is the way to go. Man, they're still alive! Oh, I'm one brick hand away from losing this. This looks pretty close to a brick hand. Just keep one reason for AB this way. It's a better play. Oh, GG. They were like, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, they can't block. They can block for 2. GG. Good game. Good game. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was a successful test stream. I think Ira is legit enough to take her to nationals. So what are we doing tomorrow? More Ira practice. Who? Me? And hopefully all of you. So if you enjoyed the stream, I will be in the same spot at the same time tomorrow playing some more Ira, practicing for nationals. I'd love to have you here. If you want to get notified, you know, link and subscribe and share and follow and all that jazz. You know how it goes. It really helps. You know, it really helps. I have 100 slots open. There are 36 players signed up. We're also doing a special giveaway at the convention. They keep the deck. They choose, and one person has select wins a Dynasty playmat. Dude, that's awesome. You may need support. You may need support there. You need to find more people to help you out. Anyway, I need to go find some dinner. Then my dog is eagerly awaiting the W word, which we're not going to mention. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow with more Flesh and Blood. Otherwise, check out my YouTube channel. I have a podcast and I have scripted videos and I have all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. You may need more people to teach Black Belt. Anyway, that's everything I had to say. Thank you so much for being here. As always, to the new viewers, to the followers, to the subscribers, to the OGs, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be your greatest of your day, no matter where in the world you are, and I'll see you at the next big Flesh and Blood event. Until then, bye!